Now, we anticipate significant storm surge and intense wind moving into the area as the storm impacts our community. The time to leave is now. This is the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Mandatory evacuations have been ordered for your area. Please leave now. We anticipate significant.
Well, it's getting real.
Storms approaching our community.
All right, everyone, welcome back. October 7th, 2024, and we are tracking Major Hurricane Milton. This thing has broken records overnight, and by the timing of this video, this thing is a Category 5 hurricane. Now, you're not going to believe what I'm already seeing taking place near the state of Florida, just like we saw with Helene, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. Let's go over some of the stats that we're seeing right now. So as we speak right now, we are 2 miles away from this being a Category 5 Hurricane Milton. And I got to say, my friends, I've been telling you this storm was going to be something we've never seen before, and that's exactly what's taken place. Rapid intensification within 24 hours from a Cat 1 to a Cat 5. That is likely the fastest a hurricane has ever rapidly intensified after forming in the Gulf and then continuing to stay in the Gulf. Look at this. Major hurricane all the way to landfall around 7 p.m. Wednesday. That may shift, give or take, but my friends, this is a horrible situation for the west coast of Florida and honestly the entire state of Florida. The geography of this state makes it very hard for anyone to be in a good spot when it comes to this. All right, and now, my friends, into the stuff you really want to know about. All right, let's take a look at Florida, and already it's looking like a disco party is going on. A lot of different radar activity going on. We got spikes here going all the way into the Gulf, heavy lines up in this area, and then, of course, we have the one we saw with Hurricane Helene right here, going off again. Now, of course, remember, these are just theories that we're talking about here, entertainment purposes only, because no way is weather modification real, right, everybody? Anyway, take a look down here near southern Florida. We got some right-angle clouds taking place, a weird situation here ahead of the hurricane, and I want you to think about this, because ahead of Hurricane Helene, we had a very significant low-pressure system up by North Carolina already sitting there that then interacted with actual Hurricane Helene, causing the record-breaking flooding. Now, just look at this one more time. Take a look at what's going on up here, the disco party, and then look at these clouds down here, making unnatural formations, right angles. We don't see right angles in nature. So a lot of the rain and moisture taking place in Florida is almost a precursor to the landfall of the hurricane. Again, the same situation took place with Hurricane Helene, days of rain in the Carolinas and Tennessee before that thing even made landfall. A little bit, you can get a much better idea of what I'm talking about. Look at that. We got one coming from all the way in North Carolina, streaking across South Carolina, Alabama, part of the Panhandle, through Mississippi, and into Louisiana. This is unreal. This is a very distinct radar beam here. And then look at the other ones fingering down like this. And if you continue to watch, you can see our little beams coming from Georgia right down into Florida, exactly where Hurricane Helene made landfall. So again, my friends, whatever's going on here, we're just speculating. Again, we see that right angle down there form before it starts to blend away. Look at that. It looks like a box. Very, very odd. Again, my friends, just a very, very odd situation. A lot of different anomalies taking place ahead of the hurricane heading into this exact area. It is very similar to what we saw with Helene, and I do not think it's the last we're going to see of these anomalies. Keep in mind, we are already at a Cat 5 hurricane, so hopefully a little bit of weakening as it approaches Florida. If that takes place, it'll be a total miracle. All right, my friends, please share this video far and wide. Shout out to my cousin Mark in Florida. My dude, be safe. I'll be in touch with you in a little bit, and shout out to Canada. See you all later. Bye-bye.
What in the world is happening off the coast of Anna Maria Island near the coast of Florida? Not only is there sonoluminescence happening, but check this out. There are literally waves in the patterns of squares. This is a person right there, and I've never seen anything like this. It is quite bizarre, and I don't think I agree with what the mainstream is saying, because the mainstream simply says that square waves, also known as cross seas, are caused by the meeting of 2 sets of ocean waves from different weather systems. Well, maybe I would believe that if there weren't also crazy square patterns in the clouds in that same area, and also the sonoluminescence going on at the same time. But when you take a closer look, you realize that simple sound frequency can change the patterns of water, even to patterns that seem to have 90-degree square angles. And certain frequencies just happen to look exactly like those clouds and waves. And when you see that certain frequencies can cause certain patterns, and certain frequencies look just like those water patterns at Anna Maria Island, and you also see that certain frequencies can generate light. So maybe what's going on at Anna Maria Island isn't what they're telling us. Maybe they're throwing some frequencies out into the atmosphere. Frequencies that are causing water to respond a certain way, frequencies that are causing clouds to respond a certain way, and maybe even frequencies to make people act in different ways, because frequencies can have psychological and emotional effects. So next time you hear about the sonoluminescence or square waves in your area, ask yourself, is what they're telling us really what's going on, or something else? And of course, this is all for entertainment purposes. I know that this is just caused by 2 wave patterns intersecting. Entertainment only.
So today we're going to talk about Hurricane Milton, and I think this is really important. There was a hurricane forming that is heading towards Tampa. This has not happened since 1921 and 1848, and it was a historic storm, and we're going to talk about that today. So when we look back in the past 1848, we see 15 feet storm surges. That is absolutely crazy. And this seems to follow the same trajectory as the 1848 Great Gale, which is interesting. Now, Now, the media is going to say it's climate change, but I'll show you something different. Hurricane and tornado control device patent. Check this out. This is a patent that has been approved. That's what's crazy. These look like cell phone towers or Nexrad towers. They send signals into the sky and then modify our weather. So what is real? And just before Hurricane Helene happened, the skies were looking like this. Before all storms so happen, the skies seem to look like this. And so people are aware of other projects which have taken place. This is happening all the time. This is what's crazy. Like, they're trying to say that they're trying to do these things to protect us, but the question is what happens when it goes horribly wrong? What happens when you modify the weather and then the storm just goes completely out of control and you end up flooding everybody around it? That's actually what happened with Project Cirrus back in Florida. So if you're in the area and Hurricane Milton is coming, just be aware of all of these things so that you're not in the dark about natural disasters.
Okay, so we've all seen these, right? We've all seen this in the sky. Most of us are like, what is going on? Well, there's this website, the Geoengineering International Interactive Map. It's at maps.geoengineeringmonitor.org. You can see the web address there. Here you have a map of the world. You can see all the projects that are going on, and on the right-hand side it has all of the different classifications for these experiments or projects that they're doing. Here we have solar radiation management, and right here the cancelled, completed, ongoing, planned, whatever they're doing. 10 ongoing. This one, weather modification 59, and in other they have 275 ongoing, 18 planned, 243 of them are major research projects. Like always, do your own research.
Everybody stop and look at this shit. Edward Snowden, the WikiLeaks guy. Alright, Snowden reveals Harp global assassination agenda. Alright, listen to some of this stuff. Pause it and read it for yourself. Alright. Unbeknownst to victims or their loved ones, Harp projects ultra-high-powered radio waves. Those waves operate at the same electronic frequency as the brainstem, selectively inducing deaths seemingly by natural causes, including by some appearing to coroners as innocuous as strokes or heart attacks. Also, look up here. Remotely silence perpetrators of deviant or subversive strains of thought. It's mind control. And this guy is telling it all. Share this. Alright, pause it, read it, share it, like, if you want to see more. Alright, love y'all, have a good night. Or try to. I know.
If you can do so, could you tell us about some of your recent discussions, conversations, briefings that you've had with political leaders from the states in question that have asked you what you think? First of all, what did they specifically ask you, if you can tell us, and how did they respond to your answers?
Yes, Colonel McGregor, I had an hour conference call yesterday with the representatives and senators from the Carolinas, and we presented the data to them to answer their questions about how this manipulation occurs. They realized this was not a natural event. They're trying to digest the fact that their states were literally under assault from weather modification operations that are clearly connected with DoD operations, and we can speculate again on the agendas and objectives being carried out, but the fact that the storm was manipulated is absolutely inarguable. We know that technology to stop these rotations from even occurring has existed for decades with the manipulation of atmospheric pressure zones. Harp in Alaska is one example many people are familiar with. That's an ionosphere heater. That's a weapon of mass destruction, period.
Madam Vice President, what did you hear about the administration's response today?
That we must take this work to get on the ground before this and continually through today and we're in for the long haul. And I think that what we've done on the ground here is the best of what we all can do. Care of the responsible.
What's happening? We're at the airport again. Well, we're at the airport today. Yesterday, they ran like 30-something planes, a bunch of trips up to Western North Carolina, Asheville, you know, that whole area, wherever they can land and drop off supplies. And FEMA has flown in like 10 or more helicopters and blocked a runway here at Greenville downtown. Completely took over, or almost took over the operation, just because they're doing some good here. FEMA's going to come here and try to stop it. And they took over one of the hangars over here too. We'll show you as much as we can. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, here's the helicopters that are blocking one of the runways here at Greenville downtown. All flown in by FEMA helicopter pilots. And they're just sitting there doing nothing. And you have Greenville Aviation over here taking in all kind of supplies, everything that people want to drop off. There's a huge operation going on over here. Yesterday we ran about 30-something planes, or they did, I didn't fly anything, but just putting stuff in planes, taking it up to Asheville and other areas, and they came in and halted. FEMA came in and halted all that operation. And there they are, just sitting over there, doing nothing. When there's thousands of pounds of supplies over there that could be taken, they're just sitting there doing nothing. And blocking the runway with however many helicopters.
The people in North Carolina, you deserve to hear this. I'm a truck driver, all right? I have a 53-foot step deck. I've been trucking for about 2.5 years. I have a YouTube channel. You can verify that on Babyline Hotshot. Usually in a disaster situation, it is payday for truckers. We look for that hurricane. We look for that ice storm. There's generators coming to you. There's stuff coming out of military bases. There is excavators, skid steers, bulldozers, tree trimming equipment, pumps, like water pumps to pump water out of places that have been flooded. There's no loads on the load board coming to you within 125 miles of Asheville. It's called Truck Stop. This is where I find all my loads. Chicago, Illinois, up at the top. Within 250 miles of Chicago is where I'm gonna pick up. The second is the destination. So it goes origin, destination. Watch, see, drop off location. Let's do city, North Carolina. Click it, boom. All right. These are all $1.40 a mile loads, $1.39. That was posted yesterday. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing. These are loads that you wouldn't even, nobody's taking them. They're just on a load board. They've been on there since yesterday. You can see, right? Let's type in a different city. That's from Chicago. Maybe Tennessee, maybe Nashville is closer, and they'd send resources from Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee, within 250 miles of Nashville, to Asheville, North Carolina, within 125 miles. Let's see, that's it. That's all the loads. That's all the loads that are 28,000 pounds in length. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I mean, what the hell is going on here? I had brokers call me and tell me, Stu, have you seen any loads going to Asheville or like anywhere around the Carolinas, South Carolina, Georgia? Is there any like FEMA loads? There's none. Zero. He's been a broker for 6 years. And he's talking to other brokers. They're saying the same thing. What's going on, guys?
They're getting ready to move. Y'all got any idea how many trucks there are?
60.
Wow. Y'all, they got 60 trucks.
47 trucks. They have food and water, and they're taking some cookers.
Wow, they got food, water, cookers, y'all. This is amazing. I have never seen anything like this. There they go. 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 Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. There you go. Oh yeah, they're coming out, baby. They're coming out, baby. Look at that. Oh yeah. Hey. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, man, look at this. This right here is amazing, man. This is crazy, y'all. That's the cooking trailer right there. That's what they're going to use to cook with. All right, man. This is great, man. This is great. This is great. Look how many trucks coming out of this place, man. Wow. And I'm sure this is not the only distribution center doing it, right? Wow, this is amazing. Jesus, look how many trucks coming out of Walmart. Wow. Look at this guy. Wow. Wow. Are they going straight up 85 or 26? 85. They take them straight to Asheville? Dang. Wow, is it one of Welford's? That's dope. That's awesome. Wow, y'all, this is amazing. Look at this stuff here, man. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this. This is what you call local support. This is what you call good old America. Good old America, man. Going helping each other out, man. Yeah, they're gone out there. They're gone out there. Oh, yeah. Well, they is getting ready. Oh.
All right, here's the truth about the FEMA presence in Asheville, Swannanoa, and Black Mountain. While the media's making it out like FEMA's got a big presence here, let me tell you something. I've been here since day one, the night the storm came. I'm in Swannanoa right now, and I live right over there, and I have seen zero FEMA, okay? I'm not saying that FEMA's not here. FEMA is here. Now, we talked to our friends in Black Mountain a few nights ago that's volunteering. They work at one of our favorite restaurants. We said, what's the deal with FEMA? Is FEMA confiscating stuff? Everybody's been saying that on the internet. Listen, they said that FEMA did come through to this big donation center there and told them they wanted to take all control of all supplies. They wanted to go to one central hub, and in that hub, they would control who gets what. But I'm going to show you one spot of probably 50 or 100 spots that's the local network of volunteers and people that are local coming in to help this community. Like, just look at this. There's a big long line of cars and all this free stuff, free hot food, free water, free supplies, free medical supplies, everything you want. Right over here is a whole team of people just out grilling hamburgers and giving them away. Free gasoline, free propane, everything you need. And zero of this came from FEMA. This came from the hearts of real, great Americans. And we don't give a crap who gets the credit. The facts are, from the man right here on the ground that's been running donations back and forth, we've given away all kinds of stuff here from everybody that supported us, dropped it off in Johnson City, Tennessee. We've given away propane, cash, gas, portable showers, everything to all these people. Let me tell you something, that the people is what's supporting Asheville, North Carolina. It's unbelievable. And we want to say thank you. Share this video, leave a comment, tell us what you think. God bless you all.
So much is going viral online as well. One user suggested yesterday that a militia should go against FEMA, got more than 500,000 views. What kind of impact has this had on the recovery effort?
It has a tremendous impact on the comfort level of our own employees to be able to go out there, but it's also demoralizing.
Damn, bro! I almost gave a fuck!
Blood, sweat, and tears. My life's been full of it. 7 days a week I work, daylight till dark, trying to make a better man of myself and trying to make a better life for those around me and those that I care for. And now I know that if you're watching this video, your life has been full of blood, sweat, and tears in your own right to get you to the point that you're at in your life right now. And now we got a group of fucking politicians thinking that they're going to take our rights away, that our blood and our sweat and our tears, the same fucking thing that this country is built on, blood, sweat, and tears of other men who gave their lives so that we could live a life of fucking freedom and prosperity in what could be one of the richest countries in this world. But instead, we're watching our politicians bankrupt this country, give billions of fucking dollars away offshore, while our fucking people in this country go without water, drinkable water, proper shelter, fucking homeless. We can go on and on. The corruption never fucking ends. This country was built on blood, sweat, and tears, people. Our freedoms are in jeopardy. We're being attacked from within by our own fucking government. And it's going to take blood, sweat, and it's going to take fucking tears to regain what's rightfully ours, to cast this fucking useless, corrupt government the fuck out. Anybody that belongs to the World Economic Forum should be cast out from any type of government in this country and never allowed to fucking participate there again. Go be a part of your fucking club, you cocksuckers, but get the fuck out of our country. Blood, sweat, and tears, people. It's time to start shedding it in order to keep our fucking country and to save our kids from these pedophile motherfuckers. I love each and every one of you.